What up, world? It's the Big Fact Show, S.D.E, the 2021. What we're looking forward to. Mark Waldo Ward, G from the shop. How you doing today, brother?
Man, cold chilling, man. We here, we made it. 2021.
Shit, I heard that, but everybody didn't. And you want to lead the show off with some words about Paul Westfall.
Oh no, man, we lost a good one in Paul Westball, man. Legendary Hooper, y'all. A lot of y'all remember him when he was coaching Phoenix, the Suns. But man, my pops put me on him. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I could remember, he had all the betas and VHS tapes on. So back in the day, I remember one day staying home from school or something like that, and he made me watch that three overtime, that triple overtime joint against
The
the
Paul
Celtics,
Silas game, yeah.
1976 joint. He made me watch that joint, and that joint always stuck in my head. And Paul Westfall played like he was, a white dude from around the way, man. Paul Westfall could boogie, man.
So that's what I was gonna ask you. What kind of game do you have?
Man, he played like he was from around the way. My father saw when I posted, the little tribute this morning, and he was like, man, he the white dude to come to the court and bust all the brothers' ass.
Man,
That's
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't much too. I ain't seen too much Paul Westfall highlights. I was aware that he was a multiple time All Star. Is he a Hall of Famer?
yeah,
Yeah, see
man,
the
straight.
'70s, it's just it's not that much footage. That's probably like the era I'm least knowledgeable about.
Nah, and he could straight play, and he could coach his butt off, man. And he had like, man, off the court. Everybody that played for him and played with him, man, show him mega love, man. Is a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Paul Westfall, man.
Man, shout out Paul Westfall. But this is what we're looking forward to in 2021, and I know you're a big football fan. So, what one of the first things that's going to be a big event in 2021 is the college football championship. I couldn't say anything intelligent about that, but tell us what to look for.
Man, no more Clemson. Clemson done got sent home. I thought that was a done deal anyway, because Ohio State, I think they had to fix him for Ohio State, but it ain't look like no fix. Ohio State beat the shit out of them people.
Good.
Um, but Alabama playing against Notre Dame, Slim. Man, I'm watching the game with a long diehard Notre Dame fan, my man Wood, Slim, and man Najee Harris jumping over motherfuckers. He been doing it all season. Man, it looked like, man, remember that movie Necessary Roughness back in the day, man? Man, when they brought the jail team to scrimmage, man, with Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, and them, it looked like Alabama was that jail team and Notre Dame ain't have a motherfucking shot, man. JV versus varsity.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a hell of a game because for the simple fact, I think they got it cooked up, so it's a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no blowout. But if I put my money on it, like I'm probably going to, I'm taking Alabama with the points. So that's it.
Shit, I wonder if you can bet on if it's the most watched football game ever. I
It's
guess it
gonna
won't
be.
be though, because football doesn't nothing has as much of a market share as it used to with streaming. Because like in the '50s, like the only thing to watch would be a football game.
Nah, but at the same time, it's still booming. And with the quarantine and all that shit, man, numbers been
And man,
ridiculous.
Notre Dame bring a tremendous fan base no matter what sport it is.
Man, but college football do, and when you know it's about to end and ain't gonna be no football for a while, college football, I like college football more than NFL. That shit, man, crank, man. Najee Harris, running back for Alabama, like that, man.
Why
And,
why why do you like college football more?
man, you see it because you seeing them top dudes that's gonna be in that league, and you could see it early, like Najee Harris and that Devontae Smith, man, wide receiver, man, young and going to win the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I that like, man, watching the old you back in the day with Ed Reed and Sean Taylor and now, man, that Desmond Howard, Charles Woodson, Woodchuck, like that's what I grew up on. So college football to me more exciting anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. That can segue right into you know what I'm looking for in college basketball, if it works out and it happens, is you mentioned it on the 2020 shows, but I really want to see what's up with this dude Cade Cunningham. Like I can't wait to watch him play.
Well, my father last year, my father been coaching, assistant coach with National Christian for like last 18 years with my godfather Trevor Brown. The last season, before all the shutdown and shit, last season they played Mount Verde when Cade Cunningham was there, and they beat the shit out of him by 50. But you know what I'm saying? My father put the stamp on Slim already, and I already knew Younger could boogie, man. There's been a lot of dudes like that. My father put the stamp on playing them against in high school, man. He put that same stamp on Kimber, man, when they played against them. Rice.
Man, I mean, if Cade Cunningham is as good as Kemba Walker is in the NBA, then he's definitely worth a #1 pick in my opinion.
Cade Cunningham, tall as a mug, man. He can straight do it, man. You looking at a perennial all-star, man. Easy money, man.
Where does
Easy
he
money.
need to improve on?
Man, you know you need to improve on everything, but he can shoot it. He can he can drive. He can play the point everywhere. Man, Youngin can do it. So you ain't about to see me put holes in his game. Youngin can do it. Everybody need to
Well, I mean,
improve.
every young player got to improve
If
on decision making, and then they all say when they get to the NBA they got to learn where to be at on defense.
But decision making, you can question that in a lot of the top players nowadays because their IQ is super terrible. And you
Bro,
looking at your
sometimes it
team,
seems like that's all sports TV is motherfuckers questioning people's decision making.
we looking at your team struggling right now, the Wizards, and the top two ball players on there, giving the ball up 10 times a game. So decision making, and you talking about defense, good God Almighty, y'all might be the worst defensive team in the history of basketball.
I mean, in 2021, I'm looking for Scott Brooks to get fired. I've never had anything against him, but I don't think he's any great coach. I mean, I'm still a little sour that they gave up Otto Porter for financial reasons. I could see him helping. I feel there's too much overlap in the last 3 draft picks, and especially if you go with 2 of the 3, they need the ball in their hand a little more than that they'll ever see with Westbrook and Beal. So that helps them developmentally. So then why even draft those players? Um, Westbrook, I don't see him being all the way back yet. I see too many mid-range pull-ups, and I feel like if you see Russ shooting a lot of mid-range pull-ups, that means he's not going to the cup. It ain't because he's scared, so it means he ain't all the way healthy. So, like, I mean, they could have a dramatic uptick if he regains his form, with like how he did last year. Like, I think he's a little injured.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want them to trade him for Wall. I would still rather have Wall on the team, but in 2021, to be honest with you, I don't want him to trade Beal, but I'm afraid that's how it's going to working out.
See, that's the problem. For one, Scotty Brooks can't get no damn stops out there. They got to get stops. So you're only a couple games in, y'all can run off a good old winning streak. You know what I'm saying? This the COVID season. Seeing goddamn Clippers in the Heat get beat by 50. But Otto Porter y'all should have never ever paid 108 fucking million to Otto fucking Porter. And no day. So y'all should have been kept Trevor Ariza and paid him back in the day. That's y'all missed y'all spot.
The first time, yeah.
Yeah, y'all missed y'all shot right then. That was y'all best shot when John Wall and Brad Beal was both healthy. Y'all should have paid Trevor Ariza. But the whole time you can't expect Thomas Bryant to go out there and get stops because he been getting cooked since college, man. So I don't know what the hell y'all gonna do, but just weather the storm. Don't ask for Scotty Brooks' head, but that's what the talk been around here. So,
well, I mean, like in NBA, you know as much as anything, it's all about the best player, and like I see Bill body language towards Scotty Brooks, and he don't seem bought in, and they're definitely at the stage where they got to convince Bill to stay, in my opinion, or at least if they don't convince him to stay, keep him happy while they try to trade him, because you see how it's working out, how Harden is unhappy while they're trying to trade him. It's just all messy. But for instance, other players years and years they was trying to get traded, it was handled a little more professionally. It seemed like it worked out better for all parties involved. Rising tide lifts all boats and all that.
Yeah, but it's only 6-7 games in, man. Like a 72 game season, cut 10 of them games out, you know what I'm saying? And still don't even panic for the simple fact, man, this just
Well, I
like
want them to be bad, bro. Why would I want them to be good? They have no chance of winning the title, and this is one of the best drafts. So for real, I'm invested in them losing.
So you telling me if they don't get the click and Russ get that field goal percentage up to 45%, they shooting 33% from the three. That's supposed to be another strength for them, man. So they need to pick that shit up. They can definitely do it, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit a 4th seed, but all I'm saying is I won't be mad if they finish out the playoffs and get a high lottery pick.
But see, my prediction before the season started, and I'm predicting now, even with them losing, I predicted them to be a 50-win season, but I didn't take into account the 72 games. So let's amend that and put that at 43, 44. Yes, I'm saying that still.
Where do you got the Bulls at, and what's the hope you have in 2021 for the Bulls, other than trading Zach LaVine? I would hope.
Zach Attack, man. Shout out Zach Morris, man. Zach LaVine, man. Zach LaVine, the dog, man. But the whole time, man, let's get that #1 pick because we some cold cut.
Hey, just keep playing Zach LaVine. Y'all lose a lot of games.
See, we fucked up. See, this the problem. They talk about Scotty Brooks and defense, but then you get a defensive coach in Tom Thibodeau for the Bulls. Then you fire him because you say he can't score enough fucking points. What the fuck you gonna do? So Tom Thibodeau, Scotty Brooks, look, we fucked up when we let Tom Thibodeau go. Then we went goddamn my man from Iowa State, man. Goddamn fucking Hoiberg. That shit ain't work. Threw the towel in on that quicker. We were scoring more points, but we wasn't getting no stops. So man, NBA, man, you need players. And you need motherfuckers to manage them motherfucking personalities. We need that #1 pick.
And Chicago keep hiring coaches that obviously are not going to be able to be in tune with today's NBA player. Well, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, for real though, like no disrespect to Fred Hoiberg, because he's a great player, especially in college. But I mean, he even got to understand the nuance of what he's dealing with. Because for instance, like. And since he was a pro basketball player, you got the first wave of NBA players that really grew up in gang culture, which produces a whole different type of individual.
Nah. See, look, they making more money, young and smelling themselves more. It ain't got nothing to do with no gang culture.
No. I'm not saying it has any. I'm not saying, but there's unintended consequences of everything. So for instance, people who grow up in gang culture see life as being more tenuous, so they're more inclined to want theirs up front. They're more aggressive about pursuing their money and their opportunities. Like I feel that in the last 2 generations, the alpha players have fought harder for their position, marketing wise, brand equity, just what they deserve. And I think some of that comes from coming from environments that have gotten progressively dangerous over the years. Like when you realize how fragile life is, you're gonna go harder for getting what's yours. That wait your turn shit that used to be the attitude in the 70s and the 80s is long the fuck gone. Remember? I mean, one example is they was mad when LeBron made the decision. Now motherfuckers be stringing franchises out over that type shit.
Yeah, but that decision shit was weak. That shit was ugly, and he know that, and he said it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blower how long that shit was.
You pose a hustle. That shit been going on since Magic Johnson, since motherfucking man, Dave Bing was a businessman and fucking mayor. He flipped it. You know what I'm saying? This was back in the day. So you got that hustling mentality. My thing is, motherfucking, the pros in the NBA. That's a players league, man. So when motherfucker don't like the goddamn coach, he gonna say it, and the coach gonna be long, short lived. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time,
they
ain't like, hold on, they ain't like Randy Whitman, and Randy Whitman, motherfucking coach his motherfucking.
I like Randy Whitman.
Yeah, but they ain't like him because he motherfucking rubbed people the wrong. He wasn't going for that bullshit. And sometimes you need a motherfucker to call them star players out on that shit. And see. That's the problem. When the motherfucking players run the league, they won't get what they get. And the Wizards is doomed, man.
I mean, you're right, bro. When I heard them, when it started really coming out what was going on in the Gilbert Arenas locker room days, I was like, oh, okay, that's why they never made it to the conference finals right there. Because ain't no team doing shit like that ever making it to no fucking conference finals.
But you talking about a team with a whole bunch of youngsters that really can play, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You get
how many of them won titles on other teams?
Man, don't
like a lot, like JaVale, Nick Young.
No, but see, you can count that before that, because the Detroit Pistons was the fucking Detroit
no bullshit. Yeah,
they had
Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace,
Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham was over there.
Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed, motherfucking man.
You know what I'm saying? Never lie. I swear to God, I used to think about them as a Detroit. But look, I want to get back to the Bulls real quick because I'm real curious. Well, what you think when they hired Beeline? Or I don't know if I'm saying this right, but dude from Michigan. Were you ever optimistic about that hire?
No, because like you said, you a college coach, motherfucker. You old as shit too. Like shout out Beeline, he top dog though. Like he a good ass coach, man. West Virginia, all that shit, man. Michigan go blue, good ass coach, but he the type
everything
of coach
ain't for everybody.
No, but he the type of coach, like at that age, like you said, man. They ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm coming to practice smelling like weed. I ain't trying to hear that shit, coach. I'm blowing my nose with $100 bills. Oh, you talking that old shit, man? Get the hit. Hey, owner, get this motherfucker out of here. And that's what happened.
Gotcha.
So I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. He should have stayed in Michigan. We was winning. We was winning at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But Juwan Howard, ooh, did you see that game the other day, the Maryland Michigan game? Because I swear, Big Hunter Dickinson from DeMatha.
Dog, I will never watch a Maryland Big Ten game ever.
Close the door. Nah, you better watch. Hey,
I will never watch them, man, bro. If Maryland ain't in the ACC, that shit was too much. I stopped watching college basketball off that shit. I ain't watched no national. I saw the Cardiac Kemba shit. That's like the last time I watched college basketball.
Cardiac Kemba, shout out Cardiac.
And I think I watched Lonzo Ball against De'Aaron Fox in the tournament.
But you said Cardiac Kemba, man. We got shout out Cardiac 7, man. My man dropped his hoodie off. My man Morrell Mackey, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Morrell Mackey knows how to make a nice hoodie.
Yeah, man, nah, he got some nice style, man. But the whole time, like you said, man, we're gonna see what's going on. I want Chicago Bulls to get motherfucking #1 pick. It should have not happened 2 years in a row. They fucked us. Cade Cunningham, #1 pick, goes to Chicago Bulls. Let's do it.
How Kobe White looking?
Shit, he beat the book. He looked good against the what the fuck is that? The Wizards. Wizards some shit, man. I don't Kobe White, man. He not Kobe, man. So I don't know, man. North Carolina dudes usually do good for us. In Chicago, Doopie's gonna work out for us. So let's see, man. The book is still open. I like Laurie Mark and Otto Porter cooked the Wizards the other day too, man. But
I like Marketing too. I don't think they use him right.
I think they shouldn't have never picked Wendell Carter. So.
And you know what? It might not be that they don't use him right, bro. I think he might got like a little. He a little brittle mentally. Like I feel like he needs to feel involved.
Well, he do need to be getting involved more.
I mean, he does, but you ever notice when he has a good first quarter, he almost like he never has a bad game after he has a good first quarter.
You're looking at the dude with the potential of Dirk Nowitzki, but he's more
agreed.
He's more athletic, man.
Agreed. I mean, he don't got the post pivots and counters, but his face-up game, I feel, is already better than Dirk's ever was, except for the fadeaway. Like his attack the basket face-up game is better than Dirk's ever was.
Well, Dirk,
when he's confident.
Dirk wrote the book on all that back, turn your back on, put that leg up. Motherfuckers is
wrong-legged fadeaway, yep.
Motherfuckers is copying Dirk with both legs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 7 foot, you're not blocking that shit, man, with the perfect follow-through. So, I don't know. We young. We're going to see.
Who you got repeating? I mean, repeating. Do you have the Lakers repeating? Who do you got winning the title?
Nah, it's going to be tough for them Lakers, man, because you got a lot of people coming at their neck, man. You know what I'm saying? I still respect Denver, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because they dangerous.
Yeah.
The Clippers is mad. You know what I'm saying?
Serge Ibaka looking real good. They looking real good with he fits in well.
He was looking good, except for when he knocked my man shit loose the other day. His own teammate split Kawhi shit open. But
Yeah, but in the NBA, bro, you know, that never happens to like bum sauce dudes accidentally hurt their teammates. The Bammers who hurt their teammates are always a play hard cats. So in some ways that's reassuring. Like when Serge Ibaka's effort level is there, because there's been times where it hasn't. He's still a factor, and his versatility is just so useful. Like I feel he's an upgrade from Montrezl Harrell for real. Like I bet you if the Lakers could have had Montrezl Harrell or Serge Ibaka, they would have took Ibaka.
well, if they had Montrez and Serge, the Clippers guaranteed gonna win a damn championship. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man. I like the East. The East will always surprise you. You know what I'm saying? So
What's
coming up
what's
there,
your take on the Philly situation? Do
man, I
you
don't
think
respect
Simmons?
Philly. I don't
Yeah, but do you
respect
think
Philly.
Simmons and Embiid gotta be broken up, or do you think that they could work together?
I'm always the unpopular opinion in the room with get Joel Embiid out the fucking team.
I agree.
If it's my team, Embiid is gone.
I don't like Joel
Ben
Embiid. Yeah, yep, I'm with you.
Ben Simmons, motherfuckers be dogging Ben Simmons is a a,
Like that.
a little bit. He got a little. He's like the middle class LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Not the
Yeah,
poor man. Not the poor man LeBron James. He's the middle class. He that good, but Jumper broke his mind. But at the same time, man, I love Ben Simmons, man.
man, bro. The defense is man. The way he be jumping passing lanes, defending pick man. Like you know how everybody get credit for defending pick and roll, right? But you don't hear people talk about who's good defending pick and pop. And man, I don't know because I don't subscribe to advanced metric sites, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got the most blocks off pick and pops in the NBA in the last 3 or 4 years.
Bam Adebayo was one of them dudes too.
Yeah,
Bam Adebayo do it too. Bam Adebayo, man, he got put in the mix the other day. But my man, you talking about another team that we got to look out for, man. Don't forget about Dallas, man, because Luka is a motherfucking problem, man.
yeah, no doubt for sure. I mean, like I said, bro, I remember I was watching that FIBA, that World Championship shit, and his team had like Dragic and NBA players, and they giving him the and this point he's like 17 or 18, and they giving him the ball at the end of the game at crunch time, and you man, what would be, can't nothing say more about you than that. You know, I ain't trying to keep always talking about that story, but while we're still on basketball, I came up with a list of who I think is going to be the best at their position by the end of this year. So by the end of 2021, meaning in December, not the end of the season, the best point guard in the world is going to be LeBron. The best shooting guard is going to be Devin Booker. The best small forward is going to be Doncic. The best power forward is going to be Giannis. And the best center is a tie between Jokic and Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis is willing to play center, he's the best center in the world. But since he's not always trying to play center, Jokic gets it because he plays center more overall.
So you said LeBron a point guard, right?
Yeah. I think by any, I
But
mean,
you, but you, but
what
you.
I was raised with a point guard is all I see him doing.
All right, then how in the hell is Luka Doncic a three spot? He's a point guard too. And I think Luka Doncic might be the motherfucking MVP this year. So if you
I think
talking
he might
about
be the
LeBron,
MVP too.
if you saying LeBron is a point guard, I'll stick with that as LeBron is a point guard. But I'm gonna
I
amend
can't
the
argue with your logic. You're right.
no, but I'm gonna still say this. I'm gonna say Luka Doncic is gonna be the best player this year, but I'm gonna break it down like this and leave Luka out of it just because I already anointed him to be the top player this year. Chris Paul will be the top point guard at the end of the season because everywhere he go, he got Phoenix managing, looking good. You know what I'm saying? That's also going to be the coach of the year. Shout out Monty Williams. So I'm going to put Chris Paul at the top point guard. Two spot, shit. Jason Tatum looking good, man. So I'm going to put Jason Tatum. See, I wasn't thinking about this, but I'm going to put Chris Paul, Jason Tatum. Three spot Kawhi Leonard, and they will win the championship, the Clippers. At the four, shit, I don't know. Throw some fours out there, but definitely Joker at the five spot. So I
Would you
really
put,
have
I
to.
mean, I guess you could put LeBron. I put Giannis at the 4. I guess you could put LeBron at the 4.
Then that's it, because LeBron is the best in the world. So I got to give him his respect, you know.
And then, but that leaves out Doncic.
I already left him out from the
Right.
beginning because I already anointed him as he's going to be the MVP this year.
How long you think it's going to take him to win a championship? And to me, that just means how long is it going to take the Mavericks to build the organization around them properly?
What Dirk say? How Dirk say that, John? 3 years. Watch.
3 more years?
3 years.
Or 3 more
3
years?
years at the 3 years at the most, and I guarantee he'll win more than one championship. Luka Doncic.
But there could be one. There
And
could be a transaction out there that makes it this year. You know,
nah,
depending on the right move.
a lot of that is hanging on motherfucking the unicorns durability.
Yeah,
It's never been motherfucking, you know, credible.
that's the big weak link.
But when he healthy, shit, can't nobody fuck with him, man.
See, imagine a point where they still got Porzingis, but they got 2 other people that you can count on. There's you know number 2 and number 3 options, and when Porzingis is rolling, that's just some icing on the cake. And I feel if they hit and they can hit that level with the right moves in free agency or draft picks, or trades, and they can win a title the first year that happens, and that could be this year. So like they're my dark horse title contender, depending on if they make any big moves. Like imagine if they got Harden somehow.
Dallas.
Yeah.
I hope they don't get Harden. Like anybody that get Harden is gonna get a basketball with no more letters on it because he's gonna dribble them off. He can't win like that unless he change up his shit. And
I think he would change his game in Dallas.
Nah, he need to change his game to a 20-point score, not trying to go out there and get 50, but can get you 40, 30 anytime you need it. But be a 20-point scoring dude that average 10, 11 assists, really getting a team involved because he that good with the basketball and he draw that much attention. But he won his buckets. I can't be mad at him because he one of the best ever to been born.
So what if he goes to Dallas? Him and Luka split ball handling abilities, but his offense is centered around spot ups off relocation.
It could work in a perfect world. I don't got it. I wouldn't put my money on it.
Yeah, word. In a perfect world, if only. So musically, you know, it's kind of hard to know what to look forward to because everybody's always releasing shit all the time. But it looks like Kendrick Lamar's gearing up for an album release cycle. So musically this year, of what I know of, I'm looking forward to that Kendrick Lamar album if it happens. And then Jim Jones is dropping an album all produced by Scram Jones, and another album all produced by I think it's The Alchemist. I forgot another one, but I'm looking forward to them since Jim Jones has gotten consistently better. And I'm looking forward to anything coming from the baby and Stunner 4 Times.
Alchemist, producer 2020. Alchemist, Uncle Al, yeah. I ain't looking for you know, ain't nothing on my radar except for that motherfucking. You know me, I'm a Griselda, and I like the fact that before the year was up, Goody Mob came out with something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Goody Mob, man, always in the rotation, still standing. It's one of the greatest albums ever. They came out with something. So if these other dudes, you know, pop out with something, you know, bust on other people's joints, you know what I'm saying? He was on Flea Lord joint, last joint he came out. So Griselda.
Yeah, and then anything from YB and Cordae is good right now. And obviously, I'm always looking for anything from, you know, J Rock, YG, things like that. I think it was before the show started, but you mentioned Cobra Kai. You know, I'm definitely Cobra Kai do or die. I hope they get another new season in before the end of this year.
Man, they will, because that shit hot, man. Shout out Johnny, put him in a body bag.
Shit, I'm definitely looking forward to that new season of Snowfall that's finna come out. You watch Snowfall?
Man, Saint, man, that's my shit, boy. Uncle Jerome, man, that's my shit, man. That's
I love Uncle Jerome. That's probably my favorite rap. Say what?
That's up there with the Wild, man. It ain't as good, but that joint tough. the music, the acting, the subject. And I love that junk, man. Rest in peace, John Singleton, man. That's my shit, man.
I almost wish they ain't have it's not because no racial shit. I love Narcos, but I almost wish they didn't have the Latino aspect as much. Like if it was more Teddy and more of the hood.
Nah, that motherfucking Narcos fire too. They need to come back out with another season of that Mexico junk, cause man, that's my shit too. That's
Because
the
like
shit.
like I ain't like Youngin's brother. I thought that whole plot was stupid. Like
Which
and
one?
unnecessary on Snowfall, Lucia's brother. The one that like ratted him out and shit and brought the DEA agent. Like I thought all that shit was unnecessary. You could have
Nah,
spent more time dealing with showing the CIA shit because that's where the ill shit is.
yeah, but they can't fit it all in an hour show that got commercials. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the only shows that had me geeking to come home to watch that shit after I get off work at 11. You know what I'm saying? When that joint, man, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, one of them jumps, man. That shit, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that shit.
Snowfall, the truth.
Snowfall
You
for
got any more
sure.
TV shows?
They coming out with that spin-off of the Game of Thrones joint. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit too. That's like the mid. If you ain't in the Game of Thrones because you don't like dragons and shit, I feel you. But at the same time, it's the medieval Wire. That shit got everything from, man, crime, prostitute, drugs, everything, murder, man. Shit is vicious, man. So they
So
got
you
spin
like the
off.
political intrigue. So down some level, you enjoy shows that depict complex systems.
Nah, I don't know. It's just good cinema to me. I ain't that smart
Yeah,
to break it down like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit like that. I can't wait for the Cobra Kai. Me and G gonna have a little marathon watching that shit because he the one that put me on to it. I put him on the original OG Karate Kid, but he put me on the Cobra Kai and that shit tight. And my wife be laughing like that shit looks hokey. Like I'm like,
yeah,
it's
it
Beverly
is.
Hills 90210 on dope.
It is, but that's just like what make it tight and shit, you know, with the little music and the little epic fight scene. They are, because I mean, come on, bro. I mean, like, how many not gang fights is in like gangs, but like groups of people. How many group fights you see where motherfuckers start doing no shit like that? Like, I ain't never seen nobody come out the cut with the
No,
like the 8 karate kicks in a row across the cafeteria in the school fight. You know what I'm saying?
no. In that fight scene, the end of second season, Slim, man, somebody had been pulled out a gun and shot that joint up, man. Because that was going, man.
Yeah.
And I look, they was fucking each other up so much. I'm like, come on, man, that's it, man. Like, time, man. This shit over, man.
Yeah, no bullshit. At Oxon Hill, that shit either we got broke up or somebody we got shot. Like you would have been
No,
fighting that long.
Shot fired, man. Swiss cheese would have happened. And look, they was fighting so vicious. I couldn't even have gotten mad at whoever started shooting. I'm sorry.
All right, but look, so like movie wise, man, I don't really know what's coming out too much. So the only two I know of that I'm looking forward to is that new Coming to America, and I imagine they'll drop the Black Widow movies at some point. Like I doubt it's gonna be done for 3 years and just sit there. So I'm sure that's gonna come out somehow. So I'm super looking. You saw one thing we ain't talk about on the best of 2020. We should have that Dolomite movie.
No, that John was star-studded, and that John did
Yeah,
this perfect,
that shit was vicious.
funniest shit. You know what I'm saying?
But them the same people doing Coming to America too. So that makes me feel real good about it. You feel me?
Yeah, no, and we grew up on that Eddie Murphy shit when that shit was hot, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah,
another
motherfuckers have
John,
like 6 VHS tapes in their house. It'd be Coming to America, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Scarface, Goodfellas,
Harlem Nights,
and like some romantic chick.
motherfucking Harlem Nights was always in rotation.
Yeah, all the Coming to America. I mean, not Coming to what's the other genre where
48 hours, another 48 hours. Jack Cates and motherfucking Reggie Hammond, man, that's classics, man.
Trading
I watched
Places,
that
all
shit
that
to this
shit.
day.
Boomerang.
I watched that shit to this day, man.
Yeah. I mean, he started falling off a little bit though. Like I probably ain't never watched Holy Man more than once. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen it.
Yeah, but I don't watch. Man, bro, I watched Trading Places the other. You know what get me though, dog, motherfucker, not Beverly Hills Cop. 48 hours. 48 hours, man. That man Nick Nolte was racist as shit.
Nah, and that man, if you go back and watch that shit, that joint is funny as shit, man.
When
They
he go in the
going.
bar, he's like, "You're all racist. You're all rednecks, and I don't like any of you."
Nick Nolte was that motherfucker, man. He funny as shit, man. That's classic, man. People mind sleep on them Jones. Them classics, man.
Man, they
Shout out
probably
to
won't.
Paramount.
You probably can't make no movies like that now.
Nah, they doing all right. It's gonna get back, man. We gotta have the faith and get back. I can't wait to go back, get to taking off work, man. Just to have the kids skipping. We go to the movies, man. I miss them days, man.
I mean, I'm not even talking about COVID. I'm talking about like how that politically correct shit, like how them Hollywood motherfuckers definitely be on that. You gotta talk appropriate shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit. That's
But
why I'm.
man, you know most of that shit, I know this gonna be probably unpopular, but most of that shit's irrelevant. Like it ain't been one fucking situation, and I have no issue with trans people whatsoever. But I have never had no problems with trans people in bathrooms or witnessed them happening or any of that shit. But they be talking about that on the news all the time, and I'm like, where are all these trans people who can't use the bathroom at? Like, where is this happening? I mean, have you ever been in Walmart and somebody couldn't go in the bathroom because they were trans?
Man, I wouldn't know because I'm just minding my business.
But I mean, like, mad at that shit they be talking about. Like, I don't be seeing that shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Well, hopefully we see some type of change in 2021 because we done seen a lot of bullshit transpire in 2020. So Chicago Bulls get the #1 pick, Wizards get the lead out their ass, the movie theaters open back up, and we still be here for 2022.
What's something you'd like to see improve in PG County?
Man, I don't know. I don't be paying no attention. I just be in my bubble, man. Stay focused, man. PG ain't never did me wrong, you know what I'm saying, except for the police when they was acting funny style. But other than that, I can't complain.
How about the youth basketball scene? What could be improved with that?
Man, get back to normal. Get back to being able to have tournaments. Man, my heart goes out to all these youngsters, man, because if this was happening when I was a kid and I couldn't play in tournaments and shit like that,
So
I had
little
nothing
G
but
ain't allowed to. He don't got no place to play organized basketball.
well, right now, all they doing is practicing once, maybe twice a week with this team. Other than that, nope. Like they be having workouts, but it'd be hard for me to get them there because I work 2 jobs, and then my wife got the barber shop. She working, so we get what we can get at the time. But like it's been tough. G ain't in shape at all, man. That shit affected a whole lot of shit.
What was the summer? Y'all didn't because I know he be doing tournaments like shit. Like y'all didn't get to do too much in the summer at all then, huh?
Nah, that shit was a wash, man. The year before we was down in Orlando, and this past summer we was in the house, man.
Damn, man. Yeah. So that's definitely something I hope changed in 2021, man. I definitely want to see the homie get the ecstasy, keep on the path with the skills. You know what I'm saying? People should definitely chat. You certainly put enough highlights. So everybody go to G from the Shop's Instagram page. You can see highlights of the homie.
Yeah, I don't know if I got a lot on there, you know what I'm saying, but you definitely gonna make me put some shit up.
I mean, he can ball shit.
Well, no, he all right. He all right.
Man, he all right. Like what man, you could ball like shit. What your dad used to say about you? He probably be like, he all right.
Yeah.
Fathers ain't never gonna give sons credit. Shit, bro. Be lucky. My son don't even like basketball. I mean, I don't be trying to put it on him. And it don't make me love him no less, but I ain't gonna front. I wish I had a son that wanted to watch NBA games and shit.
Nah, see, G. Sometimes G will sit there and watch, but sometimes he'll just go want to play with his games or PlayStation. Watch. He in the fucking anime now, you know. Man, I don't try to be forcing shit. I tell you, he looking good in football too. We been practicing with this little flag football team, little 2-hand touch jump sometimes on Sunday, and he look good on that field. early predictions, my man Wood said he's gonna be a better football player than basketball. So I don't know.
All right, so look, we gonna end it on this. In 2021, people always need good advice, and I know that your hat game is impeccable. Where should one go to find hats that they ain't gonna see everyone else wearing of their favorite team?
Oh man, my little spot, man, don't nobody really know about. They probably know about because if you go to Ocean City, man, this little hot joint on, I think it's like 92nd Street Hat Zone or some shit like that. When I go up Ocean City, I be rocking up. I got big shit from them, man, buckets, man, all type of shit, man.
Man,
But most of the time, if I'm at the shoe store, like downtown locker room or something, and something pop out of my eye, I'm buying some shoes or something, I might just throw a hat in there just for the hell of it. And it ain't all the time, but like, man, I got 4 or 5 different Red Bulls hats. Like, wow.
yeah, bro, that's why I stopped copping Jordans like that, because I was like, man, I got like 20 pair of shoes that's all red, white, and black. I mean, it's back in the day though, like when they first started retro on them, because I know you remember when retro wasn't even cool. Like if you didn't have the freshest pair of Foot Locker, you would get made fun of for having the last Jordan jump. But so like when retro first got cool, I looked up one day and I was like, damn, I don't got nothing but all these red, white, and black shoes. I was happy as shit when they started releasing alternative colors and shit.
And that's our Chicago Bulls, man.
Yeah, I'm more of a positive man myself though.
Oh no, I got one pair of positives. I used to have all of them. I'm looking forward to them Tim Duncan Jones, them Silver Jones to come back out. Heard a rumor they was supposed to come out on the 1st, but I don't know. I know I need that. I pay $250. They probably want $280. I pay it. Favorite pair of shoes of all time, man.
Shit, you can definitely find the Nike boot version on what man shit, them shits is vicious. The eBay Nike, well, if you ever change your mind, they're on eBay for like 150, or at least they were last time I looked. I got a purple pair, eggplant jump.
Yeah, no, I know which ones you talking about. They look too big on my feet. I just man like the phone, the regular, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really be buying shoes like that no more. Like I got so many shoes in the cut that's still fresh. Like
Yeah, see, that's why I like posits. Them shit stay fresh forever, and they don't have no white bottoms. Say what?
You can't dog them.
Yeah.
Perfect shoe.
Yes, sir. Well, shit, we gonna end it right there unless you got anything else to say about 2021.
Nah, man. Glad we here, man. Cardiac 7, man. Let's have a good cardiac year, everybody, man. Man, this was fun, man.
Yes, sir. Shit, always. Thank you for your time, brother.
My man.